Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to my Veterans Homestead. Welcome to day 2 of my woodshed. Hopefully, it'll be a lot more advantageous than yesterday. Yesterday, it took me almost 8 hours to split this beam into quarters. Now, to take the bark off of these trees right here, or these planks, what I'm going to need is I got my gloves, a mini sledge, my bill hook that's still mostly in one piece, sledgehammer. This is a custom debarker that I made, and a couple steel hooks. Hopefully I'll be able to drive these in and use them to haul across the open tundra that is my property. Remember, if you're going to be working with long, hard wood, no glove, no love. Dog. Now, I've never used this before. Let's see how it works. Oh yeah. It's done. Man, it's a lot easier to peel this off. So that tool is made out of a Ford F-150 leaf spring. And it worked really great. But I know you don't want to spend the next 24 minutes sitting here watching me skin these logs. So that's one. There's two. That one took me 9 minutes. Hey, look. It's number 3. And I'm sweating my butt off. But you know what's doing well? This Peak and Paddle shirt from my buddy Ryan. Tell you what, go to peakandpaddle.com. Get one. He's not paying me. He just gave me a free sticker one time. Final log. That is number 4. That one took me a lot longer. I don't know. It's crazy because, you know, there's this stuff called underbark, and it's where all the nutrients run up and down the inside of the bark. The bark's like the skin, the underbark's like the nervous system. And sometimes worms get in the underbark, and it looks like ancient writing and stuff like that. It's crazy. I'll have to show you what got on this one. It's crazy. Look what it says. So I got these logs moved over here, drug them with the tractor. Nobody wants to see me drive that tractor. But I got these 4 drug in right here. I'm going to put all the tips together, gingerly touch the tips, and then light them on fire. So that way it'll make a burn resistant and rot resistant area that's going to be going into the ground. So now that I got the tips put together here, I'm going to light those up and then make sure that, you know, I don't have to contaminate the ground or do anything else with them. Just remember, I'm lighting these logs by themselves using nothing other than just the butane propane torch. So it should be it should be a pretty quick and easy burn. This is what Call of Duty's like when you have a flamethrower for the original World War I video games. We're just going to burn these up, get some good char on them, and it'll add to the resistance, the rot resistance, while everything is buried underground. As it is, these are white oak, and white oak will take anywhere from between 5 to 10 years to degrade. And in all honesty, I don't expect the woodshed to last this long. This is just to get me by. But with that 5 to 10 years, you know, at least I'll be able to make it into something maybe, or I won't have to worry about it rotting out. Now the Japanese, they have a technique like this. It's called shugi ban, and getting all these burnt like so. Then I am going to coat them in boiled linseed oil, and that should further prevent the decay of the wood. I got a buddy of mine that is nice enough to lend me a post hole digger. So the ultimate plan is I'm going to dig some holes behind me right here, 8 foot on edge, and then be able to take some of the cedar slabs that I have, hammer them up and make pseudo walls, which I'll then wrap on visqueen on the inside to keep them dry. Well, that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Shameless plug, by the way. The guy who lent me the auger, his name's Jared Walker. He goes by Roosterman84 on TikTok. Man breeds the biggest cocks I've ever seen, and other fowl too. But if you want a high quality show cock and not the type you see on OnlyFans, you should definitely look him up on TikTok. So it's been raining really well for the last couple of days, so this is still kind of wet. However, I know for a fact that there's going to be a ton of roosts down here, so watch me as I get my butt kicked by this auger. Oh, what did I tell you? There we go. I only gotta go a foot deep. That's what she said. Oh yeah, that was exciting. Well, I got the whole dog. My favorite part was hitting myself in the face with the pull cord, or it could have been when it caught that root and jacked it into my stomach. But I'm gonna drag this this piece of timber, put it in my hole, pack it down, and then hopefully that's 1 out of 4. Hey look, it's once again my patented drag heavy logs with a rope. This is really good for my bad shoulder, my bad back, my bad knee, bad everything. What you guys don't see is the amount of ibuprofen that I live on every morning. It's really great for my liver, I'm sure. They say it takes years off your life, but those are the years at the end of your life that they're not that exciting anyway. So might as well do stuff cool while you're good. All right, sciencey stuff. Lift it up, drop it in. Should stay. So we're gonna lift it up, see if it stays, and then pack what we pulled out of there, which is majority just rocky soil, out of there, and there's a big stone at the bottom to keep it from sinking, hopefully. So this is my cedar measuring log. There's a company in town who was nice enough to give me about 10 of these first cut shingles, cedar shingles, cedar post cutoffs, whatever they're called. And I rolled up and I asked them, I said, hey, I'm building a house. I was wondering if I can get some of these to complete a woodshed. The company goes, yeah, absolutely. Just take a broken barrel of them and see how many you want. Well, I have my little S10 back there. And I said, how much is a bundle? He says, well, they're 20 bucks. I said, oh, okay, I'll take a bundle. He goes, they weigh between 2,000 and 4,000 pounds. And my S10 said, no, you're not taking a bundle. So I got about 10 of these. I'm gonna use this one as a measuring board. Now this is what I mean by a measuring board. I got the one side touching this side of the log, and then I'm gonna run down, and this is where the outside of my next log is gonna be. So that way, I know that this is the length of all the boards. I can just use this as a standard piece. Now we got this one up, board measured to the outside right here. So we're gonna try and start up this auger again without punching ourselves in the face, and dig 12 to 14 inches down, 8 inch in diameter, drop one of those logs in. Looks like we got something big stuck down there. I wonder if it's a tree root. It could be. I think it's a T-Rex fossil. Nope, it's a big ass root. I was dragging that log across. You gotta take it out of the pile. I call that my pull-out game. My pull-out game's pretty strong, but it's only effective like 75% of the time. 95 if you're good. So just make sure that if you're trying a pull-out game, you're ready for the consequences. And I tell you what, in like 18 years, they'll really be expensive. Well, now my issue is I put my log in backwards, so I gotta fix that. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it or if I'm just gonna lift and turn. See how heavy this guy is. Oh, it's no different than picking up a drunk guy at the end of the night. Oh, I've had to carry many a drunk guy home back in their day. Have you ever been to Korea? Let me tell you about that one. All right, I'm gonna pack this dirt in there. Rinse and repeat. All right, I measured out with my board. Got 125 inches on the center, which is difficult with just raw lumber because you don't have a clean edge to measure off of. So I'm gonna dig and knock out some holes, and I'll let you know when I'm done. Oh, that is deceptively easy. Now to clean out those holes. That's what she said. All right, we got all the beams in. Now I'm going to put up some siding, trim everything the right size, and life should be good. I'm initially going to use these 4-inch outdoor screws. They're for decks, but they'll work for whatever this is. If I don't fall and die first. One part, we're going to try and match this angle on that one with this guy right here. Well, that's not level, so we got to fix that. Fixed it. Look at that. I mean, it's not the most level thing in the world. That's a structure. What I'm going to do is the cut and trim method, which is I just start screwing things together and then I cut and trim them to make them fit. Oh wow, I went through a lot. I like these electric chainsaws. They're so nice because they don't have any real startup speed. Not too heavy. You can just use them how you want to use them. I don't have to have that over my head. Hot mufflers and everything like that. Call of Duty Chainsaw Ops. POV. Call of Duty. Holy cow, that is difficult. Holding the phone while recording and running a chainsaw. I think it's safe though. Send this to OSHA. We were attempting to do a POV shot cutting down that log to make it flush so we can have a slanted roof. And then I realized that that's terrifyingly dangerous. So you guys could just watch. Professional. All right, looks like we have a finished product here. Not too bad for an afternoon's work. And the only reason we're finished for the product today is because we ran out of cedar boards and screws. And the real question is, for all you JROTCers out there who always critique my videos, should I continue to make this into a woodshed, or should I put up some more timber and turn it into an outdoor bathroom? It's pretty secure, does need a roof, and needs to finish the walls. But I'd love to hear your guys' inputs. All right, put them down in the comments and life will be golden. Hey, if you made it to the end, I appreciate you. You know, you could do anything during the day, but you decided to watch this video, and I appreciate that. So as I sit here and enjoy my breakfast for dinner, Spam bacon and pancakes. Oh, it's hot. It just came off the grill. I just want to remind you, do something you've always wanted to do. Go, have fun, make a woodshed. Don't make a woodshed. Make an outdoor shower. Take a poop in the woods. You do what you want to do and make your life the best one it can be. All right. Thanks again for watching My Veterans Homestead, and we'll see you next time.